an MEB car with 4 window switches. I take everything back. You can sit on the floor. You can sit on the floor. What? We have lane holding. What? Oh, this car is amazing for the price. Hello and welcome to AutoSpec. It's time to check out the Skoda Elroq for the first time ever. This is my first time ever checking out this car that everyone has been talking about. In Denmark and also in Norway it sells pretty well. In Denmark it was the most sold car, I think, for a few months. At least it's selling like crazy because it's another cheap electric car.
This video is brought to you by Iona, North America's premier charging network. With unmatched commitment to elevating the customer experience, Iona is opening America's roads to all EVs, giving drivers the coverage they need, the reliability they deserve, and the amenities they crave.
The Skoda brand has had electric cars in Norway and Europe for a while now, and a lot of the interior things you will see in this video has already existed on Skoda electric cars for a while. But I haven't done any in-depth tours of any Skoda interiors in the recent years, so I wanted to just give you the experience of the Elroq. Of course, the Enyaq, which has been on sale for 4-5 years, in Norway at least 4 years, has a lot of the same interior things that you see in this video, and I am aware of that. 25,000 euros, 170 horsepower, rear wheel drive. Yes, it's a rear wheel drive car, also available in all wheel drive and with more power if you want. But you know me, I always choose the cheapest base spec cars. So this is the base spec Skoda Elroq 50 with 170 horsepower, 55 kilowatt hour gross capacity battery, 52 kilowatt hours usable, 145 kilowatts of DC charging, and up to 11 kilowatts of AC charging if you have a home EVSE that can support it. So today I'm going to do a full tour of the Skoda Elroq 50. I'm going to show you what you get for 25,000 euros. And of course you can also option it up with a ton of options. You know the Germans. It's another European electric car. So let's just jump in and take a full tour of the interior. First, I want to just mention that the design is kind of cool. I like the design. Of course, you can choose a more exciting color than this gray silver color, but you have the modern split headlight design with the daytime running lights, and then you have the headlights under here. You have this grille, which is surprisingly not fake. And ultrasonic sensors, everything. You even have real vents through here, which is impressive. You also have fake vents here, which follows the Skoda design language that they have kind of developed over time. I think this is like their newest revision of their design language. They don't have the logo anymore. They have the text logo, which is very, very popular to do with car brands these days. Just updating the logo to a text logo to seem more modern. Take a look at the rear here. Some plastic cladding, but you have to expect that at a 25,000 euro car. You also have the rear wiper here, and you can see the entire design kind of looks like the Enyaq. And if you don't know the Skoda Enyaq, which have been on sale for many years in Norway now and in Europe, that's like the ID4, Skoda's ID4 version. This is a brand new kind of car on the MEB platform. So yeah, Volkswagen doesn't have anything that come close to this right now. Not even the ID3. This is more of a SUV, and I will show you the interior space because it's so impressive. Everything about this car is so impressive for the price. I'm actually shocked. I thought the Renault 5 was the one to go for, but after testing out this car, I don't know anymore. Okay, so let's jump in then. So, okay seating position, I would say. And let's take a look at the door card here first, because it says a lot about the interior material choices that they are made in this car. Door handle feels great. It's plastic, of course, but it feels great. You have this Skoda design language thing with the triangles. You have a soft, semi-soft touch material here. You have this neoprene or textile material here, which feels great. absolutely love when they use this kind of textile material, when they don't have a budget for like full fake leather or Alcantara and stuff, that they use this textile material. I actually think it feels nice. Here you have cheap hard plastics, and we will expect that on a car like this. But something extremely shocking about this car, yes, an MEB car with 4 window switches. The expensive ID.7 doesn't have 4 window switches. This is amazing. That's one of the complaints that everyone has with the MEB cars, is that it only has 2 window switches, and you need to choose if you want to lower the front or rear windows. So now we finally get 4 window switches. Absolutely insane to see that on a 25,000 euro car. And it's not only that, it has this felt material inside, it has hard plastics on this side, but in general, very, very nice choice of materials. This cool speaker grill design and hard plastics down here. And I'm even more impressed by the steering wheel and everything here. So first of all, the dashboard has this textile material here, which just looks amazing and feels great as well. And it continues the entire way through here. It's actually more premium than other MEB cars that I've sat in. And that's very surprising because this is the cheapest option. You have this triangle pattern here, no glossy piano blacks here. I think this will be more resistant to fingerprints than glossy piano blacks. You have physical buttons here, physical vents here, and these buttons of course are plastic, but they feel pretty good, I would say, for the price. Steering wheel, finally, no more piano black MEB kind of controls. You have real nice physical buttons and a nice plastic but nice scroll wheel here for different functions. You can pause the music by pressing in this button. This is amazing, and something I do love about my Tesla is ability to easily pause the music, which is difficult in other MEB cars and other cars in general. So I just wanted to mention that you have the pause button on the steering wheel the way it should be done. And this is just amazing to see in this car. You have a nice blinker, you have a nice window washer thing here, and you have your gear selector, which I'm not a fan of. I wish it was here, and I really like the MEB gear selector, so I wish we had the MEB gear selector. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. We can start the car by just pressing the brake pedal and going into drive directly. There is no need to use a start button, but there is a start button, which is optional. And in my opinion, electric cars should always be able to be started with the brake pedal. Some people complain that the start button, oh, I want to turn off the car completely, but you can turn off the car completely by leaving the car. If a car has like phantom drain, it has nothing to do with the physical start button. It's just the design of the architecture of the car itself. We have a great software system here, which is actually, well, it's not super amazing, but it's pretty good. And I will take a tour of that a little bit later. The front seats have this cloth material, and I'm actually, well, I do like a cloth material. I have nothing against cloth materials. Sometimes I prefer it over leather if it's cheap leather. And in a cheap car, I think cloth is perfectly suitable. Absolutely no issues with a good cloth interior. The seats themselves feel amazing. The seat doesn't go far enough down, but you have, of course, manual adjustment with a lever here, which is very similar to the BMW i3. Let's see if we can actually push the seat. Oh, we can push the seat down a little bit more. Let's push the seat all the way down and then check if the driving position is good. Wow! Wow! Okay, I take everything back. I take everything back. You can sit on the floor. You can sit on the floor. Wow. And you have this wheel for adjusting the seat back. I have nothing against manual seats. Manual seats are great. It's a little bit annoying that you, with profiles and stuff, but if you are the only driver in the car, manual seats are perfectly suitable, I would say. Let's see here. yeah, we will check out the software later. Anyway, I just wanted to also mention that the material on the steering wheel feels like the Tesla fake leather, just to compare it to something, because it feels exactly like the Tesla fake leather, and the steering wheel itself feels nice, and you can have it all the way in the front and a little bit lower there, I think. Wow, what a seating position! This is awesome! Wow! I like the seating position in this car. This is nice. I'm actually super surprised by this car. I didn't even plan this car. I just went to the Skoda dealer here and asked, oh, can I review this car? And they said, oh, sure, no problem. But we only have the silver gray one. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And the cheapest one, sorry, we don't have the higher specs one. And I'm so happy every time a dealer says I can borrow the cheapest one, because the cheapest one is just the most fun to review in all cases, in my opinion. I love base spec cars, and I'm so surprised by this car. It's actually great. I understand why it sells well. You have this for adjusting the mirrors, and all in all feels good in this regard. What's this? Is this for opening? Well, sunglasses holder, I guess, or something. Okay, rear fogs, auto lights. No more, like MEB has the worst light selector ever, with like a haptic feedback thing that you always mispress. This one is amazing. Physical, nice button. I'm going to open this one and I'm going to show you the frunk, because it has a nice, strange action to kind of open it entirely. So you have this one, and there is this one, which is very different. And you have no frunk because it's an MEB car, but you can see it's fully packed here. Look how much space you still have here. I'm 176, that's 5'9". And I have a nice amount of space in the rear. I'm super impressed by the space in the rear in this car, because I know it has a ton of space rear. Manual vents here, you can open and close, nice. Nice to see rear vents. No vents in this area. You have a hook here, low floor, super nice. Same cloth material in the rear here. Isofix for babies. Window switch, and the door panels are the same as in the front. Now, this is what everything comes down to. Do we have enough space in the rear here? Because both the seating in the front and the rear seats are amazing. We have a rear wiper, amazing to see. We have a manual, and we have a rear view camera. Manual hatch, which is fine for the price class. And you have a ton of space back here. Very impressive, the packaging of this car. And it kind of shows what you can do with an electric car. A combustion car on this size would be so crammed. And you also have a tow hook, which is absolutely insane to see. And it's semi-automatic, which is the best implementation of tow hooks, in my opinion. Fastening points in metal all around, no chipping out. You have even more storage down here. You can see the chassis there, and you have a 12-volt outlet in the rear. And you have, the seats are in a 40-60 split configuration. And yeah, some lights down here. Of course, everything is hard plastics here, but that's to be expected at the price. You have an emergency release for the charge port if the cable is stuck. Let's take a look at the charge port. Here is the charge port, and you can just remove this one very easily if you want to. And it's a great, like, it feels nice, and it's manual, so it doesn't break. It's great to see this kind of charge port here with weather sealing and everything. It's in the wrong location though, which sucks, but doesn't really matter, because Tesla is building out the charging network with version 4 like pedestals, so the parking position doesn't really matter anymore, at least here in Europe, I would say. Here is, oh, I was complaining because it was so difficult to close this one. Well, it's because I didn't find the handle. The handle is here for closing this one. I always had to touch the car itself, and I don't like to do that. So here it is, and you have this kind of cover here for securing cargo. You have the charging cable, which is always included on European cars. I must say that I'm super impressed by the space in the rear here. Many people will be impressed. This car feels so much more spacious than the Renault 5, and it's larger, so it makes sense, but still it's in the same price class and will compete with the Renault 5. Hooks everywhere here, and that's kind of Skoda's brand is practicality and solutions for like this cheap solution that just makes a world of a difference. That's kind of Skoda's brand in Europe, I would say. So I'm so used to having something to close it with, but this is fine as well. I don't have time for an in-depth tour on the entire software experience, but you know, I can check it out. So we have the charging menu here, which is one of the more important menus, so I will just show you the important menus here. So you can choose the charge limit from 50% to 100%, maximum 80% recommended for daily charging. You have optimize. You can manually precondition the battery. Let's start it and see what happens, because now it says maximum 54 kilowatts at 53%. That means 1C at 53%. So not the end of the world, but after some battery heating, we might get even more. Locations, so we can add the charging locations. And settings, let's see here, battery care mode, that's I think that's what sets it to 80% automatically for daily charging. You have electric vehicle route planner. We have to check out the route planner. That's part of the more important things with electric cars, in my opinion. So this is the route planner. Okay. Can we turn it to a better color scheme? Night. It always looks more modern if you go into night color scheme, so that's nice to see. There we go. Okay, let's test the route planner, because that's important. Actually, it's kind of okay in snappiness. It's not amazing or anything, but I think it's fine. How do I rotate? There we go. Okay, let's go here. Start. Calculating route. Let's see here.
Please drive to the route shown.
No thanks.
Stopover is on a limited access road.
Oh wow!
Attention.
15 to 60%, 19-minute charging stop, 23-minute charging stop, 32-minute charging stop, 31. We have a route planner in a 25,000 euro car. And it's not too bad actually, the charging stops. Okay, there are actually a ton of charging stops, but you can make this route. It's fine. And if you click on it, you can see, 8 of 10 available, maximum 200 kilowatts. Wow! I'm super impressed by the route planner. Let's just quickly go over the rest of the software. You have, this looks very like MEB car-like, and it actually seems like they use the best processor ever put in an MEB car, because this is the most snappy I have seen the MEB software. It's not like bleeding edge or anything, but it works. Always unlock the AC cable. We can reduce AC charging current to not trip the breakers. You have auto hold that you can put on to make it not one pedal driving. MEB cars don't have one pedal driving, but they have great pedal tuning, and I think they are great to drive. And the turning radius on this car, amazing. But I don't have more time with this car, so we need to take it out for a drive. So join me for my first drive in the Skoda Elroq. First time driving the Skoda Elroq. I've driven a ton of MEB cars. The ID Bus, the ID7, ID4, ID3, every MEB car, and the Ford Capri, and the Ford Explorer. Every MEB car. This is a very different one, because it's a weak one. 170 horsepower in the rear. No AP550 motor and nothing that I'm used to at all. So let's press the brake pedal, use the gear selector in the center console to go into B mode. You can go into drive or B mode. I choose B mode. I have enabled auto hold, so the car shouldn't move right now, okay? Then I'll press the accelerator a little bit, and I just need the tiniest input on the accelerator. The pedal tuning in MEB cars are great, in my opinion. And we are coasting at 5 kilometers per hour, which is I don't know, it's just information. I don't really care what the coasting speed is. I just wish this car had one pedal driving, but it doesn't. It has great pedal tuning, so that's the most important for me personally. Now let's press the accelerator a little bit more and go out on the road here. So we will drive out here. The blinker feels actually great, which I wanted to mention. And we will do a legal launch here up to 50. It's snappy up to 50. It's snappy, and I'm not going to say it's fast. At 170 horsepower in the rear in an electric car, it's not fast. It's 0 to 100 kph in 9 seconds. It's, as far as I know, slow. Oh, F-150 Lightning. Well, we are at the Ford dealership, makes sense. So 170 horsepower is a little bit underpowered in an electric car, but not in the price class that this one is in. So it feels great in terms of power. You can just pass people, you can get wherever you want in Norway. In other markets it will feel a little bit slow, but you can always go for the Skoda Elroq 85. It has the, as far as I know, AP 550 motor in the rear, which means that instead of 170 horsepower in the rear, you will get closer to 290 horsepower in the rear, 286 horsepower in the rear, or 210 kilowatts. And that will be a drifting monster, it seems like. I don't know. But it feels like if you want more power, you can always option it with this car. I'm testing the cheapest car, so I'm comparing it to, for example, the Renault 5. The battery in this car is larger than the largest you get in the Renault 5, which is an interesting thing to note. Let's push it a little bit around the roundabout here. It's a rear-wheel drive car. It's fun. That's actually, wow, that's nice. For such a cheap car, that's very, very nice. Feels great to drive in that regard. Now let's talk about NVH, which is noise, vibration, and whatever. It's so isolated. It feels super isolated. I drove to the dealership in the Seeker 7X. It has air suspension, it has great NVH, it's so silent. This one feels silent now. So even though I come from like the Seeker 7X, the luxury Chinese car, this one feels very isolated from the road. It's not like I jumped in this car and, oh, it's so noisy. It's not. And the suspension is the typical MEB suspension. It feels nice, very isolated, and this car feels more sporty setup than most other MEB cars have driven. I think all other MEB cars have driven. It feels more sporty in the steering. It's a little bit sharper steering, but it's not uncomfortable or anything like that. I think it's nice for this type of car. Feels great. You have volume controls on the steering wheel here with the scroll wheel, and the other scroll wheel is probably for something. What? We have lane holding. What? Travel assist. We have travel assist. There we go. I just need to select it. This cheapest Skoda has travel assist, which is an awesome driver assistance system that I really like. It's very different from other driver assistance systems because it's so light on the steering wheel. It's very easy to pull out, but I like the travel assist system. You can choose where in the lane you want to stay and stuff. It's a nice, okay system. Wow! Now it says 71 kilowatts of charging at 48%, which is very nice on a 55 kilowatt hour battery. Okay, so if you just press the cruise control stalk, you will go directly into driver assistance. Oh! This car is amazing for the price. What? What? Right into reverse without. Wow. There is a Skoda Elroq owner, average Skoda Elroq owner. He has chosen the better color, the green one, which is very, very nice. I wanted to stop here just to show you the green color in front. I'm actually lost right now. I don't know how to get back to the dealership, and I was supposed to be there 20 minutes ago, so they probably think I stole the car, but I will try my best to get back to the dealership. Should be over here. The suspension on this thing feels kind of better than many other MEB cars. I'm not sure if it's because of the shorter wheelbase. Isn't longer wheelbase supposed to be more comfortable? It's not too bad in terms of speed. For low speed driving, it's completely adequate. Brake pedal feel is great. Like any MEB car, it stops very nicely. It feels smoother and nicer braking action than other MEB cars, I would say. It feels like a really refined MEB car. And this is kind of like the newest MEB cars, or one of the newer MEB cars. So I guess that makes sense, but you know, it's nice to actually test it and actually validate the cars and see what kind of improvements are made over time. Now we are at 47% and it says 72 kilowatts at the charger, which is surprisingly good. That's very good actually. Sorry Ford, I tested the Ford Capri. I would choose this one. What? The Skoda Elroq is amazing! Why didn't anyone tell me about the Skoda Elroq? What? Thank you so much for watching this auto spec video. I want to do more with the Skoda Elroq, and I hope that you want to see more on the Skoda Elroq. I had limited time with this car today, but I'm very happy that I got to drive it, check out the software, check out the interior, and check out the styling of the car, talk a little bit about the technical specifications, and I hope you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, leave a comment down below with what you didn't like so that I can improve. And if you liked the video, I would also appreciate a comment on the Skoda Elroq. Do you have Skoda Elroq in your market? And if you don't, do you wish that you had the Skoda Elroq in your market?